I'm outside the Marion County Courthouse. This is Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. Just got out of court. It's about 11:30 a.m. Last week we started covering a new case. Last Tuesday, June 27, a warrant was issued for the arrest of Troy Cannon. On Wednesday, June 28, former Marion County Coroner Troy Cannon was arrested. He made his first appearance in court. He was charged with 7 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse to victims under the age of 18. My understanding is there were 2 children who made allegations of 7 separate events. Former Marion County Coroner Troy Cannon had a hearing for pretrial release. Initially, he was denied pretrial release. He's been in jail since last Wednesday when he was arrested. The state argued that he should be detained in jail. Last week, Wednesday, when he was in court, the judge concluded that he was a potential threat to the community, a potential threat to the alleged victims, and a potential threat to their mother. She decided that Troy Cannon would be detained in jail. He would not be given pretrial release due to the severity of the allegations. He had a pretrial release hearing today. His attorney argued that he should be granted a pretrial release, that he is an upstanding citizen, that he served the Salem Police Department as a police officer for 6.5 years, that he was a reserve officer for them as well, that he's an Air Force veteran, that he was a Marion County coroner. They argued that he is not a threat to anyone. They argued that he should be released with electronically monitored home confinement. They argued that he should be given a GPS monitor and be released and allowed to stay in his own home rather than be detained in jail. The state argued that there wouldn't be sufficient oversight to ensure that he didn't commit any additional acts of the same nature. The state argued that the GPS monitoring would only show the defendant's location. It wouldn't show if he was around any minors. That GPS tracking only shows where a person is, doesn't show what they are doing. The judge inquired if he would be given time off, meaning he would be allowed to leave his home, although it is monitored. The state confirmed that he would get time off and he would be allowed to leave his home 2 days per week for a certain amount of time on those days. The judge heavily considered these factors. He did not snap to a decision quickly. The judge considered the statutes that applied to this case for a pretrial release. The judge considered the factors that the state argued, and he considered the factors that the defense argued. Ultimately, he decided that the previous judge was correct in her decision, and he decided that detention in jail was appropriate. The defense motion for pretrial release was therefore denied. Troy Cannon will be detained in jail for approximately 60 days until his trial date. In the beginning of this hearing, the defense waived a preliminary hearing, meaning the state would not be required to provide evidence to the court for the court to determine if probable cause existed to move forward in this case. The defendant waived formal arraignment, which means the court did not need to read the charges to him. He entered a plea of not guilty and demanded trial by a jury. And then they moved on with the hearing on the motion for pretrial release. So that's what happened today in court for Troy Cannon here at the Marion County Courthouse. He will continue to be detained in the Marion County Jail, waiting for his trial date. That's going to be it for today. Thanks for being here, and see you next time.